Good. Yeah. It's always a work in progress. We're always talking out there, which is a lot of fun. A guy that's a veteran player, has played a lot of football, had a lot of success. So it's fun just trying to communicate as much as I can with him. Obviously, he made some great plays today. But it's fun to work with guys that understand the game and still have a lot left in the tank. So it's good.
And did you watch film on Devontae before you got here?
I've sat and watched, from the sideline a bunch of times. Played against him a bunch. So I kind of know what he's about. Obviously, have grown, to have even more appreciation just being in the room with him and working with him. So, he's got a great career going, and just happy to be a part of it.
How do you see his impact with the younger players as well, as far as just making sure they get up to the same speed and you guys can be able to click on the board?
Yeah, no, he's definitely a veteran guy. He's got a bunch of snaps under his belt. I'm doing everything I can to try to bring him along in our offense as fast as possible. He understands the game, so that's great. And we just go out there and all work together, try to be as good as we can. It's early, first practice, out on the grass running around, so just trying to get our feet wet and continue to work hard to get better.
These are two a lot of different types of receivers for the last couple years. I'm wondering, as you learn a guy, as you learn what his range is, where he likes the ball placed, where you like it, do you have anything technically that you guys do besides talking about it that you kind of, it's one of your go-tos to sort of test how someone will be?
Yeah, no, I think I was texting with him, late last week a little bit and just saying, hey man, you're a great player because of your skill set, and I'm going to continue to work and watch, and whether that's watching live after I throw and then go back and rewatch and make sure what I was seeing and feeling at that moment was real. Then we just talk about it too, right? After every single set, it feels like we're over there talking about, hey, this is kind of how I'm thinking I'm going to come out of this or feel that, and it's just constant dialogue. And honestly, those are the best relationships I've had with receivers, and the most success that I've had is guys that want to talk to you on how, what they felt, what they were doing, and I can also say, hey, this is what it looked like from my angle, and go from there. But he's definitely he has that feel, he has that understanding, and that's a huge part.
In these settings that you didn't previously know from watching him from afar?
I always had a ton of respect, so it just continues to be the same. I was hated going against him because I knew he was gonna put up numbers and play at a high level. But just watching him go about it, in whatever year this is for him, to be out there in May working the way he's working, doing what he's doing to try to get caught up on our offense as fast as possible, and just the way he goes about his business is commendable for sure.
Matthew, it looks like NFL players are going to be able to play in the flag football in the 2028 Olympics. What do you think of football being part of it? And I know that might extend, beyond maybe your career.
Coaching?
Do you think you'd be interested in playing?
Sure. Nobody's going to want me to. Sure, it'd be fun. Coach.
During your career, how the box felt to prepare for games when you first got to the league? You noticed pretty different things with college?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's something that I think you got to learn as you go. It's one of those things that I leaned on the veteran guys that I had around me when I was first coming around in the NFL to try and help me through that process. And then I was around smart players as well and just tried to pick their brain. But everybody kind of has to figure out the formula that works for them. And there was some interesting times too. The game's evolved so much. In 17 years, it's what used to be around on defense is not around anymore, and there's just so much more complexity to it. And then playing with a guy like Calvin early in my career, I would watch all this tape, and then you go out and watch him play the game, and nobody was running the same coverages because they were just clouding to him the whole game, or doubling him, or vicing him, or whatever it was. So you got to kind of figure it out as you go. But I was always just trying to be a sponge and just take as much as I possibly could in, about the game of football, and I think later in my career it's helped me out. Some coaches. Obviously, had some, experienced coordinators when I first got into the league. The guys that really helped me out, and then, players as well. Coaches are doing so much to try and prepare for the next game, or scout ahead, do all those kind of things. You got to lean on the guys that are actually playing in those games and how they go about it, and how they get ready, and was able to bounce some ideas off of those guys.
Matthew, can you speak to Terrence Ferguson? What are you most excited about when you've seen from him so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always fun when you get young guys in here, eager to come out here, play football, and prove themselves. You know, whether it's guys on offense or defense, it's exciting to have young guys around here that. And our front office done a hell of a job the last couple of years of finding guys that are ready to go and play, and so just excited for him for his opportunity. Obviously, was a fan of his during the season last year in college when saw him running around there at Oregon doing some really nice stuff. So excited for him. Again, it's all development at this stage. We're just trying to figure out who we're going to be as a team. Everybody try to figure out how they can get better as a player, and he's no different. But excited to have him. Yeah, I mean, I think we're building that version right now, right? We've run whatever that was, 18, 25, 30 plays, whatever it was today. So we're figuring that out. We're building as we go. Tutu, I got a lot of respect for too. I mean, he's a really smart guy. He's a guy that can play all three spots for us because of his ability to understand where he fits. And I think he continues to get better. I think I've seen him grow as a football player, seen him grow as a human being, all those kind of things as a professional. He's done a hell of a job the last couple of years, and I think when you turn the tape on and watch, that's it shows up. So happy for his success, happy for us to get another chance to work with him for another year, and looking for big things. Obviously, he's got the one thing everybody knows, he can really run, but I think he plays away from his body really well, catching the football, understands where he fits in the run game and the schemes, and obviously Sean and the coaching staff does a really nice job of finding ways to utilize his best traits and best attributes on a down and down out basis.
Kyron is in the process of his first significant contract negotiation as an NFL player. For him to be in OTAs, I guess, does that send a signal to you as the quarterback about just sort of what it means to have him here regardless of any of that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hesitant to talk about anybody else's business. I just know the kind of player that Kyron is and the kind of human being and the teammate that he is. We all love and respect him, the way he goes about his business, the way he works, the way he plays the game and jumps off the screen. I know to you guys as well, just the passion that he plays with. So not surprising that he's out here when the football's put down on the ground and he's playing. But whatever needs to happen for him and for us as a team, whatever. That's not my business. But love having him as a teammate. Love and respect the way he plays and goes about his business.
Matthew.
Jordan Whittington from the end of last season to now?
Yeah, I mean, I think he put in a great offseason. I saw him, working with Luka and some of those guys. So he's come back ready to go. He's a physical dude, can run. Great special teams player, guy that can fit in again, like Tutu can kind of play all the spots if you need him to, which is great. The more of those guys that you have on your team, the better. But just excited to see his growth too. The more opportunities these guys get to play NFL football, the better they're going to be. And he's definitely a guy that, when he gets an opportunity, he really does everything he can to try and take advantage of it. And you got a bunch of guys like that on your team, you feel pretty good about it.
Omar, last one.
Matthew, when you described the process of kind of getting to know Devontae and getting on the same page, that a great player like he is it like a fun challenge? Is it motivating, inspiring? How would you describe?
Yeah, definitely.
how
I
you
mean,
feel about
it's definitely motivating. I want to be great for all the guys in that locker room. But definitely, you get new players in, guys that you got a ton of respect for. Man, I want to make sure that he's getting everything he needs from me. And likewise, I know he probably feels the same way. So, it's always a process getting to figure that kind of stuff out. But, just the few reps we've had out here today and all that, I mean, he's a special player for a reason. He's been a really good player in this league for a long time for a reason. And I'm going to do everything I can to try and help him have great success here. And if we do that, then that's going to be successful for our team. So, I'm doing everything I can to try and make sure that I'm as good as I can be for everybody in that locker room, but he's definitely one of them for sure.